Okay, let's go. So, day number 2 of this series. Basically, I'm showing you how I'm running ads for a B2B marketing agency for eCom brands. So, each niche will be different. And in the beginning, I'll always talk about some different things. So, stay with me here for 2 or 3 minutes. And in a couple of minutes, around maybe 5 or 6, we'll go here in the MacBook. I'll share my screen and basically show you some data from running paid ads for Shopify business owners. So it's not a huge amount of people who own a Shopify store who actually spend money on ads and who actually aren't like dropshippers, but more, I would say, established business owners ideally, because you also want to attract the right people to work with, right? It's just like with that joke, the 5k client who just sends you the invoice, actually you send them the invoice and they pay, they say all right, and then the $500 client which wants to make sure that this is the best investment of their life, that they are not going to regret this, and that you will be one of the best people in the world who will do a magnificent job for them, right? So we know how it works. Let me change the screen here that I have in front of me, because I had Slack and it's super distracting, right? I mean, I also have a phone here, but putting it face down, because it's like we live in a world full of distraction, right? And basically this is what I'm also doing here with the Facebook ads. I'm distracting people while they are scrolling on Meta, on Google, and I have to show them a great offer, right? So this is where I'll actually show you a few things that I've already learned after just one day. The spend was fairly low, like $30, which is not a lot for paid ads. It's a very small amount. I mean, for clients, it's thousands of dollars daily, right? But when you spend for yourself, you're actually paying more attention, because, it's the fear of losing, which is usually higher than the gain that you could have, right? So it's basically more hurtful to lose 1k than it is enjoyable to gain 1k, right? But not to get philosophical, psychological here and so on. So let me tell you a couple of things, because I'm just coming off a call, a mentorship call, where we were like 4 guys, which is nice, because like you care more about small groups, right? That's why communities have become more popular. But at the same time, if it's a free community and everyone can join, then basically the quality is lower, right? It's just like you go on a YouTube live, on a Twitch live, on something like that, right? Everyone can join, right? So there's no filter. And that's one of the benefits with paid ads. You don't have so much competition. Basically, do you think everyone will actually spend their hard-earned money to advertise? No, not really. Unless they are confident that they can offer an amazing experience, service, product, right? So that's why it can actually become easier over time. The more cash flow you can start making, because you just start working with better people in general and so on, right? But all right, let's be tactical here. So I'm coming off that mentorship call, and basically in the last few minutes, because I'm not a very shy person, I did ask about a review of the ads, and I did get some nice insights. So first of all, the landing page where I'm sending traffic to is basically what you're seeing here. It's the homepage of the website, which is in Go High Level, which I'm not a big fan of. It's very technical. I mean, if you can just get someone else to work on it, unless like you don't really have anything else of value to do. But otherwise, yeah, just let other people do the work there. And basically, this is a very complicated homepage, because homepages are not designed to sell, right? Like they are not designed to convert right away. They are more so designed just like yourself, right? You are wearing different clothes to leave an impression, right? And it's the same with the website. It has maybe more case studies, buttons, and so on, than it should have, right? And that's why if you actually look here, and I'll go on the computer in a second here, if you look here, like if you click on this book strategy call, then you get sent to another page where you actually have to fill your information, and then you get sent to a Calendly link. So it's just too many steps, you know. The reason why I started it this way was because like I don't overthink at this point, meaning that I start things and then I improve, right? Because that's the only way if you want to move fast. Like life is too short to move in months or weeks of thinking time. And I'm saying that as a professional overthinker. But let's go here in the ad account and let me show you how the flow looks like, some initial data, and then if you have comments, you can leave them here. So let's switch the camera to the laptop and see you in basically a few seconds. All right, so now you're seeing the screen, right? So if you know about Facebook ads, I don't have to explain much. So this is the campaign. I've already shown it in the first day, prospecting leads campaign. So it's optimized for leads, and basically you can optimize for leads or conversions, more or less the same thing. Then here we have two ad sets, so we're getting a little bit technical here. As you can see, let's select the maximum period. I spent around 20 bucks on this one, 19 bucks on this one, and 8 or 6.95 on that one, right? So let's look at some quick metrics here. So the cost per click right now seems to be, can we zoom in here? We can't. So I hope you'll see that here it's a cost per click of $2, here 2.5, and here 1.8. So clearly some ads performing better than others. The click-through rate 1.25, decent considering that you're hitting a market that probably doesn't know you, right? And it's not even my face. I don't even have a brand, so still decent. And basically 22 clicks. So not a lot, not significant data, but still helpful because these two are actually optimized for booking a call in Calendly. So someone, let me actually show you the funnel here. Let's look at an ad. Doesn't really matter. You can check the ad library, nothing fancy. You can see everything that I'm doing, nothing to really hide here. So learn more. If you go here, you go to the website. Then you would have to click on book a free strategy call. Then you would have to fill in this info, and then you would be sent to a Calendly link. And then there you would have to schedule a time and put also your name. And yeah, it's just too many steps. So one of the changes that I'll be making is either sending to another landing page where it's just book a free strategy call. And there you can click basically on book a free strategy call. And then you don't get to a new page, or better said, you get directly to Calendly. So we remove this step because it's just too much. And let's be honest, most of us won't do more when we can do less. And another thing is that I also optimized. So if you go here, you'll see that this is optimized for invitee meeting schedule. So this is a Calendly link. But you can also optimize, if you go here to submit form, to submit a form, which is basically this step. So this. So if someone actually puts their info here, it will track the event. So basically I'm testing out different things. And another thing that I will be testing is basically lead form. So if I duplicate this, let's do this real quick here. And let me show you what I'll be doing. So it's instant forms. Basically, someone will be able to just put in their data on Meta and they won't need to go here. So the main disadvantage is that you might get lower quality because it's just easier. And of course, if something is easier, someone will just do it out of convenience, but not relevancy. And you can see the leads might be anywhere between 15 to 42. While here, let's see, it should be lower, 10 to 28, right? Because it just takes more steps. And especially if you select something like meeting scheduled, it should even be lower, honestly. But yeah, Meta is just giving us higher numbers. So some initial data, nothing fancy until now. It's basically the first day. And actually, let me switch the camera to my face again. All right, so we're back. As you've seen, we do have some initial data. The click-through rate is not horrible. The cost per click, I would say is all right. I mean, I'm willing to spend $1, $2 a click for the right people, right? So I think it's probably going well, but also what I was seeing, so something that might help you to save a few bucks here and there, hundreds maybe, depending on how much you spend, is selecting the right type of people for your business. Because for me, I don't think it's people who are 65 plus. This might be just a guess, but I believe there might be anywhere between 18 to maybe 55, 60. But over 65, I just believe that you have less likelihood of someone actually using Shopify. They might even use WooCommerce, something, WordPress, which is one of the worst for e-commerce. I mean, if you have a developer, maybe, but it's just not convenient. So basically, this is what's happening right now. Going in the right direction. If there's improvement for 30 days in a row, and I mean for 365 for the full year, I mean, you can imagine that it can only get better, right? If you look at the data, what you're getting, and optimizing as fast as possible. Just like with losing weight. If you want to lose weight or gain muscle, if you look at it daily instead of weekly, monthly, it is more likely to improve. So that's about it for today. If there's anything you want to see or anything you want to comment, you can do it down below. I'm also doing this for accountability and making sure that I have a reason to actually talk about it and actually improve this. So let's improve as always, and basically see you tomorrow.